It's dangerous. It's just dangerous. It's dangerous love. That's what it is. You know, he was tall, dark, handsome, articulate, educated. It was great for a long time. Perfect, really, for a little over a year. The very first incident, you know, happened in that little apartment. I had a stone floor, you know, in my apartment, and so he had pushed me, and I hit that stone floor, and I was scared to death. And, you know, he slapped me and then hit me, so I just didn't understand it. It was just out of nowhere. And I'd pressed charges because I wasn't one of those girls who was going to put up with anything like that, you know. That wasn't me. I find out, you know, that I'm pregnant, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want him going to jail. I wanted so bad to have a family, you know. I ended up taking him back. That would have been my perfect opportunity to just get out of the situation, but it didn't. I stayed. You know, fights were happening where blood would splatter to the ceiling. All the bloodiness and the goriness, it became normal. He had hit me, and then he had started, you know, just banging my head in the concrete. So I took off my high heel and I hit him in the head with it. The neighbor he called the cops, and when they came, they said that they would arrest us both because we both had marks. And so I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't know what to do at that point. He put his hands on me again, and so I decided to put a VPO on him for the very first time. Then we found out he jumped off the bridge trying to commit suicide. I don't want him to die, you know, so I dropped the VPO and took care of him. At this point, that's when he started strangling me, and I remember passing out. He had pushed me into the corner, and I'd hit my head, and he was still pressing, you know, like in my neck, and I passed out, and I didn't wake up till way later. That scared me. We had screws all in my windows so they couldn't be lifted up. We had changed all the locks on the doors. We didn't find out till later that a hole was cut under my daughter's bed, and that's how he was getting in. I woke up. He knows I'm allergic to codeine and morphine, and he was I caught him putting it in my anus, and when it hits the bloodstream, it's quicker. And that's when I realized he is going to kill me. And this time there's not physical bruises. You know, it was like he's going to get me. He started, you know, cussing me out and put me through the wall. I started kicking him off of me, and his back hit the back of the door, and then I was trying to get away, and he was pulling me. You know, I ran to my room. He followed me in there. That's when I had got my gun. And, you know, he kept coming at me. So I pulled the hammer. I was like, get out, get out. You know, I was screaming. And he wouldn't leave. He said, if you pull the MFer, you better use it. And he ran at me. And when he did, I had shot him.